Okay. President Trump landed in London. You just saw it. He's there for a 4-day visit. He'll hold trade talks and other talks, of course, with Theresa May, the Prime Minister. Nile Gardiner's with us, former aide to Lady Thatcher. Like it or not, Nile, in my opinion, the Brits need us, America, more than we, America, need them. What do you say?
Yeah, well, I think, the special relationship, of course, is hugely important to both sides of the Atlantic. But, in this age of Brexit Britain, Britain needs big friends on the world stage. And there's no bigger friend than the United States. And I think that President Trump, as a big backer of Brexit, is going to be bringing with him a sense of hope and optimism, actually, at a time of increasing sort of gloom here in the UK, not just over the football, but also over the state of the Brexit negotiations and Theresa May's very weak-kneed checkers proposal last Friday, which prompted 2 cabinet resignations here in London. And so I do think that, President Trump's visit is very, very important, not just symbolically, but this is a man who really demonstrates a tremendous belief in the US-UK special relationship, a belief in sovereignty and self-determination, which is what Brexit is all about. And he is the biggest friend that the United Kingdom has today. And I do think that Britain needs friends like President Trump at this time.
What do you think are the chances of a bilateral deal on trade, the US and Britain, in both countries' interests?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, the discussions between the US and the UK for a bilateral free trade agreement are already very advanced. There's a US-UK working group. Liam Fox, the International Trade Secretary here in London, is doing a fantastic job, and he's working very closely, of course, with Wilbur Ross, Robert Lighthizer, Stephen Mnuchin, and other key US officials. And as Stephen Mnuchin said, actually, at the Davos summit earlier this year, Britain would be at the front of the queue for a US-UK free trade deal, a slapdown for what President Obama said here in London when he said that Britain would be at the back of the queue. So there's tremendous political momentum on both sides, and I think it'll be a great deal that will advance further the tremendous economic relationship between the US and the UK, the biggest and the 5th largest economies in the world.
A wonderful thing. Niall, before you go, real fast, what is it more dangerous to wear in London right now, a MAGA hat or a Croatian jersey?
Well, that's a good question. But, I think that although this was a very sad defeat for England in the World Cup, but the reality is I think most English fans will be rooting for Croatia against France, of course, the old eternal enemy. And I'll be rooting for Croatia myself, has to be said, in the World Cup final on Sunday.
Gotcha. Nile Gardiner, always a pleasure. Thanks for joining us again,
My
Niall.
pleasure.
Good
Thanks
stuff,
very much,
sir.
Stuart.
Next case, Elon Musk. First, he